The Democrats just took a massive drubbing, and it's on her watch. So, of course, they're all going to feel that not as confident and strong as they were before. They need a radical rethink, I think, the Democrats. But it was kind of sad, wasn't it, that video?
I mean, I thought it was kind of funny. Like, I see myself as a 22-year-old at 3 a.m. at a bar talking to a best friend.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I sound like.
Yes.
Don't let anybody take your power away from you. So, like, okay, but
I still believe in you.
I still believe in you, exactly. But putting that aside, there's a part of me that feels a little bad for Kamala Harris, because I do feel that she was basically set up to lose, right? I mean, you have Joe Biden coming out of the gate saying that he's going to tap a black woman for his VP. When you do that, what it signals to the rest of the country is that, you're gonna pick a token to make a point, and it's not based on merit. And I think that's an issue, and it doesn't look good. But then on top of that, really, the person who deserves a great deal of blame, actually the people who deserve a great deal of blame, is Joe Biden, who refused to drop out of the race, decided to run for a second term, even though he had promised not to run for a second term. And all of the campaign officials surrounding him, who, by the way, just yesterday on Pod Save America, admitted that after Biden had that disastrous debate performance, they didn't have a plan B. They didn't engage in a plan B. The only thing they were hyper-focused on was keeping Biden in the race. How irresponsible is that? Because even if, best case scenario for them, Biden is somehow able to eke out a win, which of course now we know based on their internal polling that wasn't going to happen. But let's say if it did happen, they're totally fine with having an elderly man with that level of cognitive decline leading this country. They're okay with that?
No, it's ridiculous.
And then they want to fearmonger about Trump. I'm sorry, but the Democratic Party has lost its credibility entirely.
Totally agree. There's some breaking news I wanted just to mention to you. Quite serious, actually. Several people nominated to roles in Donald Trump's incoming cabinet and administration have been targeted by bomb threats and swatting. Caroline Levitt said last night and this morning, several of President Trump's cabinet nominees and administration appointees were targeted in violent, un-American threats to their lives and those who live with them. Law enforcement say the threats included a bomb threat on the home of Congresswoman Elise Stefanik, who's about to become the US ambassador to the United Nations. Obviously, a very disturbing development. What do you make of that?
We should be condemning political violence or threats of violence in all forms, regardless of who that violence or those threats of violence are directed to. I'm so sick of this atmosphere in America, okay? Donald Trump won the election. Not only did he win the electoral college vote significantly, but he also won the popular vote. A Republican hasn't been able to do that since 2004. And for the individuals who are upset about that, I hear you. You should be focusing on rebuilding the Democratic Party. They lost this election. Directing violence toward the winners, directing violence toward cabinet appointees is unacceptable and really does seem hypocritical, considering the fact that we keep hearing over and over again how violent the right wing is. I mean, during this election cycle, all the violence that I've seen has been carried out by individuals on the left, with the exception of the first assassination attempt against Trump. We still don't know, what motivated that guy, but his politics were all over the place. But, the second assassination attempt, obviously someone on the left, these threats of violence toward cabinet appointees, it's unacceptable. Let's please be smarter than this.
I want to end on a lighter note. We started by talking about Cenk. I want to end by talking about him very briefly. We have a Cenk mashup to show you.
Oh, what? I'm going to attack you. I'm going to come on, this guy's a fool.
Cenk,
Name one Palestinian you find acceptable to make a peace deal with. You won't because you don't want peace. All you want to do is slaughter more Palestinians. This whole thing is based on a lie. These are vicious, vigilante thugs, and they have done more violence than all of the peace protesters in the country combined. Where are the arrests? Where's the outrage? Where's the indignation? You pretend that you care about protecting students, but you only care about protecting one side. Hey, if someone takes out somebody from with a stretcher, I'll pay the legal bills. Attack people.
I just wondered, Anna, whether you had any advice for me on how to deal with Cenk's obvious anger management issues.
I do have advice for you. Let it go. All right? Let the man talk. Let the man do his thing. Look, I know that for some, he comes across as, too aggressive, a little too animated, but understand where that's coming from. It's coming from a place of authenticity and sincerity. And for him, it's righteous anger. It's righteous rage. And my style might be a little different from his, but I'm a Cenk ride or die. Okay? I know his heart is in the right place. And I'm going to defend him, and I'm going to just tell you, you're welcome. You're welcome, because I know that he's helping you get those ratings, Piers.
You know what?
You're welcome.
I'll be honest. I love Cenk. I love his passion. I love his energy. I love his combative debating style. He's welcome here anytime, as indeed are you, Anna Kasparian. We finally got you on. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please come back again, because I think you guys are exactly what we want on the show. You're uncensored. You speak your minds.